Are we ready? We ready for some good book recommendations? Are you gonna stay the whole video? Anyways, this is the DREWRY book series. This is where we read books and talk about books. There's no special effects, no theme music, none of that stuff going on here. We're very, 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 very low tech. So this is Flashback Monday. And this is our last magazine of 2008. And we will be moving into 2009 next week. Woohoo! If you could please hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I seem to be running in the negative lately. It's pretty bad. I don't know what's going on, but let's hope March brings new subscribers. March in with subscribers. That's it. That's a new theme. March in with subscribers. All right. I've lost it. All right. So we are talking about Romantic Times book reviews, December 2008. And we have a lot to talk about here. Oh, where are my notes? I lost my notes. So, I probably should keep it till later. But, it's on the thing, so we'll do it now. Probably remind me I did it already, will you? Here we go. Raven's Blood. Valerie HOFFMAN. Raven's Blood. Race against time with Laurel Gabriel and Jordan Rush as they battle to keep the dreams of forfeit and assimilation into diurnal society from being destroyed. 30 years after the death and destruction of everything they hold dear, their daughter and best friend of Andrew Gabriel have taken his aspirations of species integration to a whole new level. They have expanded the Willow Grove Foundation to Europe and are determined to wipe out the cancerous growth of infiltrators loyal to the cause of Craven Maxwell. Okay? And yes, ma'am. Just a second. Let me get my page. Come here. Come here. Raven, Romantic Times book review gives it, come here, gives it 3 stars. Ow! Thanks a lot. You know, there are 2 types of cats in this world. One's like my baby that died last year that I have to get another one. I have to. Because I need an emotional support cat. The one that will let you hold them when you want to hold them, will stay in your lap as long as you want them to hold you. Because I'm stuck with the other type of cat, the one that wants it on their terms. They will come to you when they want. They will stay in your lap when they want. I need it when I want. So, the Raven's Blood, there we go, got 3 stars. HOFFMAN's 3rd installment in her Vampire Royalty series has a lot of fast-paced action and adventure, but not enough background to bring new readers up to speed. Okay, so that's why it only got 3 stars. Alright, then I don't have this one, and I don't think it's talked about either. but I will, let me just double check. No, it wouldn't be in. The Queen of Dragons, Shana Aba. Maybe I should have looked it up. I didn't. Where's... You know, it was probably reviewed in the last book magazine. I should have looked. I didn't look. But anyway, Queen of Dragons, Shana Aba. This is the third book in the series. They are the stuff of glittering legends, super sensual creatures able to shapeshift from human to smoke to dragon. Now they face an enemy determined to destroy their dazzling world of magic and passion. Queen of Dragons is a stunning claim, the existence of a lost Chacon tribe, and it comes from an intriguing source, a woman calling herself Princess Marika of Transylvania. Alpha Lord Kimber Langsford, Earl of Chasen, can't ignore the possibility for whoever this unknown princess may be. She's dangerous enough to know about his existence and where to find him. And indeed, it isn't long before MCCRAY reaches the defenses of Darkfrith and the walls around Kimber's heart. Yet the princess arrives with the urgent news. A mysterious serial killer is targeting the entire Jackan race. To save their kind, Kimber and Mary must ally themselves body and soul in a battle that can spell their salvation, their extinction, or both. Interesting. It's the third book in the series. You know me, the series person. I love this magazine. You know they review over 250 magazine books a month. That mystery stuff, I'm gonna do one of those. I forgot. I should do one of those. I've got a few of them upstairs. Compare this to like Mystery Scene, where they do like 20 and they do like 250. Come on, this was my book Bible before Goodreads, before the internet. This was where you got your source, and I wish I'd known about them sooner. I discovered them late, so it's just an awesome magazine. I still read it for hours. I love it. I enjoy it so much. You need a new book idea, go here. And I'm very sad lately because I've discovered I gave away a lot of books that I should not have. There were some that I'm okay with now, give them away, but there were some other ones that were childhood favorites, and I shouldn't have. I'm going to talk about it I've got a new series coming out next month in March. I hope you will watch. It's called If Then. If you like this, you will like this. We start out with the Regencies. If you like the Bridgertons, you might like this. So that's the first episode, so please check that out. We will be doing a sci-fi episode, and that's when I started thinking about my Alan Dean Fosters, the Spellbinders. We will be talking about that. And Zahn's, pardon me, you're stepping on my eyeball. I missed those. I should not have given those books away. My Judy Blume books, I should not have given any of those away. I did give the Nancy Jews, the Trixie Beldens, the Bobbsey Twins. Those I gave to a child orphan place, but I shouldn't have given the rest of them. I feel bad now that I regret it deeply. But anyways, so this magazine, they talk about books in categories. We are going to do historical romance. We will do mainstream fiction and inspirational and Romantic Suspense, and they color coded it. Sci-fi. We're gonna skip contemporary romance. You know how I feel about that. Oh, if there's a murder mystery, if there's something else going on, and there's a romance on the side, I'm for it. But if it's just a relationship angst book, no, I just can't handle it. And my favorite subject, if you didn't guess, paranormal. And later they split it up into paranormal and urban fantasy. You know, a while back, and you'll see that there's a short, and it was my first experiment with doing with my phone because it's so old, and it worked. I don't know how well it came across, but Barnes is useless, absolutely useless. So somebody had given me a gift card for Barnes and Noble. Years back, I had been a member of Barnes, and I lived in Breed's Barnes. Come here. No. I had said to people, you know, there's those commercials, oh, he went to Jared. Well, I like to say he went to Barnes because I prefer books, can you tell? And so I got a gift card for Christmas. And it wasn't a lot, but it would be enough to buy a book. But I didn't want to pay for shipping, and Barnes takes months to ship, literally months. I did order a book on Christmas Day, and it was February before I got it. Whereas if you order a book from Amazon, and it's cheaper on Amazon, you get it the next day or within a couple of days. If you pre-order a book, you actually get it on that day it comes out or within a few days. With Barnes, it could be months. And I'm annoyed at their stores. Their stores have become, what have you got? She almost ate a piece of paper. What else have you got over there that we missed? Oh, Lord. So where was I? Oh, yeah, Barnes. So they're all about the display now. They don't actually carry the product in the store anymore. They're all about the display. And it really sucks. My Barnes used to be huge and they shrunk a little bit, and now they're about the display. They're all about the turned book. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I haven't been in this Barnes 6 years. But I had the gift card, and I wanted to use it, but I didn't want to pay the shipping, like I said, and I didn't want to have to wait. So I figured I would go in the store, and instead of spending hours upon hours trying to figure out what to buy, I decided that I took a list of authors. I decided Sherilyn Kenyon, J.R. Ward, Kim Harrison, Charlene Harris. I was gonna, whatever book Barnes had of those 5 authors that was recent, because I haven't bought any in the last year, that I would, and I know Kenyon's got one out, at least 1 or 2 out that are new, because she did that big Kickstarter program. And if anybody would like to buy me a present, I would love that Kickstarter set. And the tarot cards. She came out with tarot cards for all the characters. So I went into Barnes. I should do a video on this. I went into Barnes and I decided whichever book they had in stock, that was the book I was gonna buy. Because these are my authors. They had none of those authors on the shelves. None. And there's no way in hell I'm gonna do, oh, I can order that for you. No. They had none of those authors. None. What the F is up with that? So I'm telling you. There you go. You want to know, you want to decide on a book. You want to see how it was reviewed. You want to see what the rating was. Here you go. Before Goodreads, here you go. I'm serious. Oh, good God. Get out of there. Oh. All right. So where was I? Romantic historical romance. Look at all these books they did. And you think that's impressive. You should see, where is it? No, it's back here. It's not in this one. Oh, there it is. Look at all those. Those are the Harlequins. All of these are reviewed in here. All of these are reviewed in here. All reviewed. And a couple weeks ago, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I did an experiment. I took each one of these sections and I did a separate video. Because this video will take, and because my computer is low tech, I may have an internet speed thing, and my Cox may claim my internet is this fast. But my computer is a dinosaur. It was bought in 2017, I believe. So it's a turtle. So that's how fast my video will be uploaded to YouTube. It will take literally 10 hours. I am absolutely serious. At least 10 hours to upload. That's how long this video will take to upload. So I almost bought a new computer the other day. Again, Amazon has the best price, but I don't, if you own, and I would have liked to have used I don't have any credit cards. That's a revelation. I have no credit card debt, zero. But my thing is, if I have, let's say I have $5. Let's say hypothetical, we'll just use $5 as your thing. If I spend the $5 on the new computer, what happens if I have a car issue or an appliance issue or a health issue? Then that $5 is gone. So I live in the iffy situation. I have a very, very limited budget. And if I spend that $5 here, what if it's needed over here? That's I think. And everybody tells me that I need a new computer. I need one for this stuff, for videoing. And I need another one that I have games on. If it gets unplugged for 5 or 10 minutes, the entire battery dies and it blacks out. Black. You have to keep it plugged in, otherwise the battery just goes black. So anyways, so I need at least 2 computers, and my husband needs one too, but his, I think it's 2016. So we shall see. But anyways, let's get to these books. Um, Alyssa, where is you? I could have sworn. Okay. All right. Alyssa James. I know I have this. I can't find it. Alyssa James. The glare in this place. Alyssa James when the Duke returns. Sorry. If I remember to do one of those, I'll do one of those. So, ew. Is it pretty bad, huh? When the Duke returns, Alyssa James. James is brilliant. She writes about people whose wit and intelligence capture your attention. She places them in an era where being naughty is de jour, and if you're a desperate duchess, it's expected. But she also writes about claiming a marriage, building trust, kindling love, and igniting passion with such power that readers will believe that with love, anything is possible. As a child, Lady Isidore was wedded by proxy to Simon Jem, the Duke of Causeway. Since then, he's been in the Middle East searching for personal peace. Desperate to be a wife, Isidore writes him asking him to return and take on the duties of Duke and husband. Simon's stunned to find his wife surrounded by many men who admire her beauty and wit. He's trained his mind and body to be free of physical needs, yet the Duke finds it hard to ignore the overwhelming desire for his wife. The struggles between his mind and body explode as jealousy strikes, and the couple begins to learn about one another and what it means to give the gift of love. No. Hold on a second. I was sitting on it. Okay. Now I lost my glasses. Lord. Okay. Gayle Callen. Never dare a Duke. Callen chases after a charming premise with delight characters, crafting a lightweight, entertaining romance. It got 4 stars. The only way for journalist Abigail Shaw to save her father's floundering newspaper is to unearth a story so scandalous that everyone will buy the paper. She targets Christopher Cabot, the Duke of Manly. If she can dig up dirt on the least scandalous person among the tongue, the paper will thrive. Abigail wangles on the invitation to a house party where Christopher is to choose a potential bride from a group of ladies, but he's far more intrigued with Abigail than the prospective brides. She suggests they form a pretend attachment, giving him time to find the wife he wants and her time to discover the skeletons in his closet. This would be so simple if they didn't fall in love. And I think this is let's see. This is probably a prequel. Never trust a scoundrel. But anyway, here you go. Never dare a Duke. Let's see. Impact with the Devil. Oh, this goes with the other one. I didn't bring it over. The Duke in Disguise. I have that one too. I'm a series person. Grace Branbury was in shock. Her mother put her up as a prize in a high-stakes card game, and now the gentleman who won is ready to claim her. But Grace has other plans. She just needs the dastardly rogue to go along with it. A notorious rake from a scandalous family, Daniel Throckmorton has no use for blushing virgins, yet there's no denying the attraction for the beauty standing before him proposing an enticing wager. And I've got the other one too. I should have brought it over, but I didn't. It's in my Regency section over there. But anyways, all right, Lydia Joyce, and I'm another author, because I had them all. Hannah Howell, I had them all, and I don't know why I got rid of them. That was another author that I should have gotten rid of. Wicked Intentions, 4.5 stars. I should pick this up. Joyce brilliantly wraps readers in a world of dark sensuality, mysterious and intense emotions, as her psychological scarred characters' attraction to one another leads to a love never thought possible. Readers who adore their angst enveloped in heated passion will be sated. Emily Dunn assumes the persona of the spiritual Esmeralda to extract revenge against her father's second family. Her gift draws the mother of Thomas Hyde, Viscount Varcourt, to her. Fragile since her son's death, Lady Hyde hopes that Esmeralda can talk to her son. Since the loss of his brother, Hyde has become cold and calculating, pushing aside the whispers that he killed his sibling. He trusts no one and is intent upon exposing Esmeralda as a charlatan. With each meeting, passion flares, first in anger, then in desire, and finally in erotic confrontation. Interesting. And now how this ended up in historical romance, I'll never know. But that's where it ended up. And what did it? Why do I have it listed? Oh no, it is in paranormal. Okay, put that back. Oh yeah. What the hell is this doing? In historical romance. Well, I guess it is historical. Okay. But it's not Regency. Do you think, when you think historical, do you think Regency? Because I think Regency. But not this. Well, this is, and it's New York. Pamela Clare, Untamed. 4 stars. The second in McKinnon's Rangers trilogy. Bing. Let's see everything. Bing. 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 So it's 7 again. It's not 7 really, but that's what she banged. If you check out my New Year's Eve video, she's revealed her identity. So wait. Oh yeah, this is the second. I have them all. Second in the McKinnon's Rangers trilogy is riveting. Claire clearly combines history and fiction to bring us a tale full of drama and sensuality. It got 4 stars. French coven bred Amelia Clavon is orphaned thanks to McKinnon Rangers, a band of legendary killers who fight for their British. When their leader is captured, Emile reluctantly becomes his nurse and is surprised that McKinnon is not the ruthless barbarian she expected. Morgan has only one mission left to survive. He must return to his men, but his desire for Emile threatens his resolve. Morgan pretends to switch sides, and when Emile learns of his charade, she feels betrayed. But before she can expose him, she finds herself married to him. And when the chance comes for Morgan to escape, he takes it. And then they're hunted by both sides. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. I had one more. Laura DREWRY. Okay. See if we can do this. There we go. Laura DREWRY, Dancing Devil. And what? So you can do like this. 4 stars. DREWRY's sense of humor and compassion, as well as uniqueness of her characters within an American storyline, make this a delightfully different and satisfying read. After a decade, Deacon returns to Penance, Texas to make amends to the woman he once loved and abandoned. Rhea sees red, the innocent Deacon appears, and with one shot, he's down. She should be overjoyed, but instead she's filled with guilt and tends to his wound. Deacon uses that opportunity to show Rhea he's no longer tied to his father. He knows what he wants, and that's her. Though she fears he'll disappear again, Rhea places her fragile faith in him even when his sister comes along to persuade him to give in to his dark side. Rhea needs him, and Deacon has paid a price to come home to her. Somehow they have to grab his second chance and a chance at love or lose everything. DREWRY. Alright, next up, and these are going to be some of these. Charles Davis, Drifting South. Davis' voice is strong and pure, and the story's first-person narrative lends an air of immediacy and intimacy to it. Definitely worth a look for readers interested in something different. Got 4 stars. Unjustly imprisoned for 21 years, Ben Perdue has a lot on his mind when he's finally released. First up, piecing together a past he barely remembers and learning what's become of his mother and brothers. But the town where he grew up, Shady Hollow, no longer exists, and all that remains of his family is a handful of graves, which leaves Ben with the task of finding out what really happened on the day his life spiraled out of control, tracking down the people involved, a sheriff, a preacher, and the girl he once loved. Ben helps Ben learn the truth, which is stronger and more wonderful than he could have possibly imagined. Okay. Counterfeit Wives, Philip Duck Thomas. Duck's novel moves at somewhat rapid pace from character to character and story to story. To contrast and similarities between the characters' lives are amazing, and the ending is a complete surprise. Nikki, Jacqueline, and Dawn are counterfeit wives, having had the misfortune to meet, marry, and then dumped and swindled by the same man. Unknowns to them, they are all handpicked by Simon because their esteem issues made them vulnerable. As the women struggle to rebuild their lives, they wish for revenge and discover the journey who they really are. I think I just did the 2. Okay, and we'll throw in a teen. And I have all of these too, my paranormal. I'm a series person. I like series. Shadow's Kiss. 4.5 stars. The newest chapter in Mead's darkly mesmerizing vampire drama further explores the complex and increasingly controversial relationship between the vampire Maury and the guardians, the Danforths. Through Rose's eyes, the versatile Mead explores the difficulties of growing up as well as coping with decisions that could rock society. Themes of freedom, honor, sacrifice, and horrific loss imbue this story with devastating real emotions and tragic events that lead to a haunting cliffhanger. Outstanding. Still reeling from the death of her friend Mason, who was killed by the evil Striggle vampire Stanford, Guardian Rose Hathaway is reacting in a typical way. It feels as if darkness has begun to grow within her mind. When Rose thinks she sees Mason's ghost, she fears for her sanity. All her life, Rose is prepared to become a guardian to her best friend Lisa, the damn dragon-feared vampire princess, even if that means sacrificing her life and happiness. That commitment is now being put to the test as Rose's forbidden feeling for handsome fellow guardian Dimitri continues to grow. Oh, that is heavy book. Inspiration. Uh, uh, NETA Jackson. Right there. 4.5 stars. Although Jackson's Yada Yada series has ended, this book takes some new characters from those novels, adds some new ones, and sets the stage for more in the Mama House women's shelter. Although readers will have to wait for the next book to discover what ultimately happens, exquisite characters coupled with God's mercy and love emanate from each page. I think they made that into a movie, the Yada Yada series. Gabrielle Fairbanks has lost sense of who she is after years of raising her children and supporting her husband's career. When they move to Chicago, leaving the boys behind in a boarding school, Gabby doesn't quite know what to do. A chance meeting with a homeless woman leads to a job at Mama House. What can Gabby do when her husband doesn't support her new job, her new friends, and newfound relationship with God? And let's do Cozy in Kansas. 4 stars. The connected storyline in this book are tied together nicely with characters who are truly benevolent to one another. All 3 mysteries lead readers to love, forgiveness, and unconditional friendship, family, and of course, romance. You'll want to curl up on an overstuffed chair in front of a fireplace at Miss Biddy's Bygone Bookstore and spend the winter. Ivy Towers runs a rare bookstore in the small town of Winter Break, Kansas. After her great-aunt Biddy is found dead inside, she becomes suspicious that Biddy's supposed fall from a ladder was not really an accident, and her decision to investigate leads her to uncover the other secrets in the small town. Interesting. Alright. Romantic suspense. And Sherry Adair. Right there. Night Shadow. Probably the third one. We've done these first 2 before. I'll have to put it up. The pulse-pounding conclusion of Adair's suspense trilogy within a series contains all the danger, treachery, and romance the reader could wish for. By adding in supernatural element, Adair elevates her high-octane tales into must-read category. Although they share the same name, T-Fleck operatives Lexi Stone and Alex Stone have little else in common. Alex is a wizard and a well-seasoned field operative, and although Lexi is brilliant with data, she's a human with little field experience. Nevertheless, Lexi is sent to the field to see if Alex has gone rogue. Alex has enough to worry about. The last thing he wants to do is babysit a rookie. When terrorists stage deadly attacks around the globe, Alex and Lexi try to uncover a pattern. When what they discover is chilling. The terrorist operatives look like younger versions of Alex. To uncover the truth about the past and how it relates to what happened now, Alex will need the help of his foster brothers. Interesting. You're on my list. Can I have my list? Alright. I know I had this No One But You, Maureen Smith. In this follow-up to Every Breath, Smith keeps the surprises coming with several plot threads that have to be unveiled. Through the investigation, the sexual tension between the leads is palpable. And it got 4.5 stars. FBI agent Althea Pritchard has returned home to Baltimore, where a teenage girl has been abducted, just as Althea was 8 years before, and a gorgeous new partner awaits. Special Agent Damon Wade is shocked to find that his new partner is the same woman with whom he recently had an incredible one-night stand. Interesting. Thought I had this one. I guess I don't. Dying for You, Beverly Barton. I thought there was I guess there isn't. I had these, and I don't know why I got rid of them either. In the finale of the long-running Protector series, Barton wraps it all up. Even readers who haven't been following this series will enjoy the fully formed characters, right plot lines, and attention to detail that make the story finish so satisfactory. Strong secondary romances also thread throughout. Barton really thinks about her storylines, so readers aren't left with nagging questions or the feeling they missed something. She is a true craftsman. 4 stars. In the 9 years that Lucy Evans and Sawyer McNamara have been at Dundee Private Security, they've been at loggerheads no one would guess that race, once upon a time, were very different between them. When Lucy quits to take a bodyguard position to billionaire Cara Pardell after her last battle with Sawyer, it seems as if the war has ended. Then Lucy gets kidnapped instead of Cara, and Sawyer cannot stay away. The rescue team. The rescue is successful, but someone is still trying to kill Cara. Lucy and Sawyer are thrown together again. The ongoing operation and their feelings for each other keep demanding resolution. And Cheyenne McKay, Armed and Dangerous. It only got 3 stars. There's a fine line between being an alpha male and displaying this Neanderthal. You are my woman mentality. Zack McCray's title character may cross that line for some readers, but this is an otherwise enjoyable novel. 10 years ago, Zack Hunter left Skylar McKenna because he thought he wasn't good enough for her. Now the rustler stealing cattle from her family's ranch. Lawman Zack is back in Sky's life. He wants to capture the rustlers and find a place in her bed and her heart. Okay. Did one more. Maureen Smith, No One But You. In this follow-up to Every Breath, Smith keeps the surprises coming with several plot threads that have to be unveiled. Throughout the investigation, the sexual tension between the leads is palpable. Oh, I did this already. I'm sorry. I had a moment. I did do it, right? Yeah, Damon Wade. Okay, sorry. I did that already. So those are the romantic suspenses. So then we are moving on. Oh, and in the olden days, I don't know if they still exist, but there was Eller's Cave, Sandham, and Red Sage. There we go. That's how Fabio became. No, I think he did Harlequin covers. Science fiction. And this is another group I got rid of, and I'm sorry I got rid of it. Jim Butcher, and we will talk about the Dresden Files in one of my If Then videos. Here you go. Precepts, Fury, 4.5 stars. Let's read. Precepts, Fury. The extraordinary. Oh, 4.5 stars. The extraordinary journey of Tavi, a former farm boy turn last hope of the realm reaches new heights in the fifth and penultimate chapter of Butcher's especially rewarding series, the Codex Alera. As the previous books, the electrifying action is split between multiple intertwining storylines, with much-loved characters all facing potential death and destruction. When it comes to versatility and awesome storytelling, Butcher is a class by himself. The revelation that Tevi of Caldron is in fact heir to Alarian's crown has changed his life forever. With great power comes great responsibility, plus a whole host of people trying to kill him. Forestall the initial onslaught, Tavi and many of his officers volunteered to escort their former enemies, the Kamen, back to Kania. But upon arrival, Tivi's worst fears are realized. They learn that the dreaded Yard have been laying waste to Kania. Meanwhile, back in Atlera, the unthinkingly occurs. It's returned that the Vord have returned and are on the move. To save Atlera, First Lord Gaius Sextus must demand of Tavi's beloved mother and uncle. 4.5 stars. Where's my Atlantis. There. 4 stars. Harry Turtledove. In this fantastic journey into revolutionary history at undiscovered continent, the characters are magnetic and resourceful as true historical heroes should be. Readers will be delightfully drawn to a newly forming country of Atlantis as they mark and compare our own American history with the progress of our sister colony. This is engaging reading cover to cover. Discontent in the air of British colony of Atlantis, taxation without representation in Parliament is breathing wind into the sails of the revolution. But when redcoats begin to occupy Atlantis' vital coastal towns, Atlanteans realize they must fight or lose the liberty they have come to hold dear. Victor Radcliffe, a veteran of Britain's war with France on these shores, is the obvious choice to lead the newly formed Atlantean army against the royal troops faced with an army that is larger and more disciplined and has support of an empire behind it. General Radcliffe is determined to make the ragtag and fiercely independent men of his militia a fighting force to be reckoned with. With resourceful wit and colonial grit on their side, they may yet create a new nation, the United States of Atlantis. No, okay. The perfect circle. Right there. The green. Carlos J. Cortez. Cortez explores ecological themes in an extraordinary sci-fi thriller. Set in the African Congo, his well-crafted plot supplies plenty of mystery, action, and politics. The characters are real with human frailties that have led to some unwise choices in the past. The dialogue is believable, the setting well described, and the page and the science sound in this fast-paced page-turner. Geologist Paul Reese is the only heir to the International Mining Company, but a reprehensible betrayal by his grandfather causes him to leave it all behind. When IMC makes an extraordinary discovery, Paul is compelled to return and head the investigation. He will descend 4 miles below the surface of the earth to find out what lies below, although he doesn't realize that he may find something that will change the fate of humanity. And alright. Oh, I could have sworn EE Night. Dragon Strike. 3 stars. This is an original tale told from the viewpoint of the dragon, although the story is fairly slow the first half. As the storyline switches from dragon to dragon, you are carried through by the artfully crafted personalities of each main character. Separated when they were very young, three dragon siblings have grown to very different adulthood. Rugard, the crippled copper, has become a ruler of dragons. Aron, the rare scaleless gray, is a philosopher. And Wistel, their sister, solitary and scholarly. 3 stars. Alright, mystery and suspense. In the blue. Look at all these books they did. K. Hooper, 4.5 stars. Although Noah Bishop and his crack team of psychic investigators stopped a killer in Blood Dreams, the mastermind escaped. This time they put it all on the line to catch another twisted and dangerous killer. Hooper's ongoing series gains strength from its excellent combination of continuing compelling new players. Treachery can come from any direction, and the team is in the crosshairs in this exceptional installment. 4.5 stars. The FBI Special Crime Unit is focusing its attention on Father Samuel's Church of the Everlasting Sin, where he's gathering psychological endowed people and killing those who get in his way. One ominous feature of this case is the manner of death of 2 women. It defies explanation. Operative Tessa Gray poses as bait as the team tries to figure out who or what killed the victims. Sheriff Sawyer Kavanaugh, who has his own psychic gifts, suspects he can't prove that something is wrong in the compound. Tessa's arrival may give him the opportunity to investigate deeper, but they dare not underestimate the deadly power that Samuel appears to wield. And we've done some of this series. Cotton Malone. 4.5 stars. From the time of Charlemagne to the atrocities of the Nazis to modern-day political intrigue, Barry inundates readers with lessons in history, theology, and geology. And although the political realms of another era with the deft hand of a surgeon, he slices and stitches information skillfully throughout his hair-raising adventure. As a childhood, Cotton Malone was told his father died in a submarine accident. Now he's an ex-Justice Department agent and his own son is asking questions about his grandfather. Malone gets hold of secured military files that reveal that his father was on a classified mission on a nuclear vessel beneath Antarctica. Meanwhile, twin sisters Dorothea and Crystal are searching for information about their father who died on the same sub. The facts about secret Nazi exploration of Antarctica and journals that could bring about a profound discovery for mankind. Death and intrigue follow as their quest lands them in on an incredible plot to gain power in the new world by burying the discovery of the old one. Anne Perry, 4 stars. Christmas Grace. The lovely Christmas tale, rich with textured writing of an expert, has tangled mystery, a lonely town, and the hope of redemption. Layers of hope, grief, regret, horror create an almost paranormal effect in this period piece. With Christmas coming, Emily Radley, the sister-in-law of Inspector Thomas Pitt from Perry's Victorian-era series, is called to the side of her dying aunt in Camera, on the western coast of Ireland. Of course, Emily can't overlook the quite obvious unease of both her aunt and the local community as storms buffet the area, especially when a shipwreck casts a single survivor onto the beach. The foul weather and the injured man bring back memories of long-ago murder and the fears of the town that the murderer is still among them. Emily is determined to solve the mystery and set her aunt's mind at rest during her last days. And Born to Run, 4 stars. Jack's back. Rapano takes attorney Jack Switek out of Miami and plunges him into Washington, D.C. where he finds the foot slippery as he deals with top politicos in this terrific new adventure. Like a master builder, Grappano unveils his plot layer by layer, adding in colorful characters. Once you're well and truly hooked, with the suspense drawn tight, it's all blasted wide open. All you can do is hang on. When it's all over, the only question is, when does the next book come out? About to turn 40 and in a relationship that's actually going somewhere, Jack is concentrating on his personal life. When Vice President Phil Grayson is killed in the Florida Everglades and everything quickly changes, Jack's father, Harry, a former Florida governor, is on the short list to become the new VP, and he wants his son to come to D.C. to be his lawyer. Soon Jack is hearing whispers that the VP wasn't killed in an accident, he was murdered. Suddenly, Jack's in the middle of a violent investigation that, as it unfolds, reaches back over half a century. Four stars. And an honorable mention. This is not the book. C.S. Harris, and I will be doing this series. And it'll go in an if then too. It's good for mystery, it's good for historical, but it's also good for the medical. And I will be, when I do the Patricia Cornwell, I might mention this series also, because it's 1800s and the guy does autopsies, so it'll fit in that series too. So I'm just gonna show this one, but and I will do that too. Where Serpents Sleep. Harris gives her reluctant hero Sebastian St. Eyre the perfect foil in an unorthodox feminist hero. As Sebastian continues to fight his demons, they join forces to solve a horrendous crime, and the coupling is both humorous and fascinating. Harris delivers another spellbinding novel. Where Serpents Sleep takes place in 1812. Hero Jarvis, a lord's daughter, witnesses the murder of 8 young prostitutes. One of the girls even dies in her arms, prompting Hero to find the killer. She enlists the help of her father's archenemy, Sebastian St. Cyr, Viscount Devlin. Sebastian needs something to take his mind off his ex-lover and estrangement from his father, but in helping Hero, he puts their lives in danger. As they unearth numerous secrets as well as an assassination plot, time is running out for Sebastian and Hero, and the killer's identity is still a mystery. And spoiler alert, he marries her. But anyway, who speaks for the damned? Sebastian St. Cyr. Let's just do this real quick. And I will do this again, so you'll be seeing this book often. I probably shouldn't do it now, but this book is 2 years later. It's June 1814, and the royal families of Austria, Russia, and the German states have gathered in London at Prince Regent's invitation to celebrate the defeat of Napoleon and the restoration of monarchical control throughout Europe. But the festive atmosphere is marred one warm summer evening by the brutal murder of a disgraced British nobleman long thought dead. Maybe I should save the rest for the other videos. 18 years before, Nicholas Hayes, the third son of the late Earl of Seabrist, was accused of killing a beautiful young French émigré and then transported to Botany for life. Even before his convictions, Hayes had been disowned by his father, and a few in London were surprised when they heard the ne'er-do-well had died a convict in New South Wales. But those reports were obviously wrong. Recently, Hayes returned to London with a mysterious young boy in tow, a child who vanished shortly after Nicholas's body is discovered. Good series. It's a good series. Okay, I think that's it for suspense. And we will skip contemporary romance. I will give Elaine Fox a shout out. These are really popular books, and since it's here, right there, Elaine Fox. Bedtime for Bonsai. The dog's name is Bonsai. 4.5 stars. This wonderful story has the heroine in the role of a romantic pursuer and a hero that really has a past he wants to overcome. A puppy plays a pivotal yet minor role, and the appearance of secondary characters from previous stories makes for enjoyable continuity. When Penelope Porter's puppy goes missing, Dylan Mercy, the new owner of the business across the street from her pet store, returns him. Discovering he's an ex-con doesn't stop Penny from finding him unacceptably attractive. Unacceptable to her anyway. So anyways. Oh, there's the ADAIR book. The 3 ADAIR books from before. We talked about them in the previous magazines. Alright. So, paranormal. No. I don't have the one listed here. I might do one of these. Eve Silver, picking up events after Demon's Kiss. Alright, so here we go. Demon's Kiss. The Compact of Sorcerers, a brotherhood sworn to guard the wall between the human and demon realms, have relied only on one another for centuries, but now there's a traitor in their midst. Ever since her parents' death, Clea Masters has been kept safe by a force inside her that knocks back any threat. When a demon attacks her, she's launched into a dangerous world she never knew existed. Her only ally is a lethal, seductive man who arouses a hunger stronger than anything she's ever imagined. Compact of Sorcerers members Carrion Garabo sees a strength he admires in Clea and a body he longs to caress. Yet demons are determined to break down the portal of Siren as one to protect, using Clea as their key. And Hearts of Silver. Half human, half god, Dagon Krell is the underworld's most powerful and soulful reaper. When one of his brothers is murdered, Dagon must use every ounce of his power to hunt down those responsible for his brutal death. Interesting. And the one in here, if I remember, I'll put it up. California Has Stars. Life takes a disturbing twist for forensic apologist Vivian Karen. She's losing time, waking up hours later with no memory of recent events. Vivian has felt compelled to seek out strange little red bags that contain pieces of human bones. Sorcerer Danon Hawkins is also tracking down the red bags in hopes that Vivian can provide answers as to their origin and purpose. When her home is attacked by demons, Danon saves Vivian but is forced to reveal his powers. What about Vivian is attracting the hybrid demons? Are her blackouts related? As Vivian and Damon hunt for answers, the evidence leads to a very disturbing conclusion. Oh, I didn't see this one. I hadn't planned on doing this one, so I'll have to find it and put it here. Fish Out of Water. Davis's trilogy has a cranky half-mermaid named Fred, concludes in a high-jinxing-filled high note. No one does in-your-face funny dialogue better than Davison. So wait a second. 6, 7. Okay, so let's start at the beginning here. Mary Janice Davison sleeping with the fishes. Hey, Fred is a mermaid. Stop right there. Whatever image you're thinking of right now, forget it. Fred is not blonde, she's not buxom, and she's definitely not perky. In fact, Fred can be downright cranky, and it doesn't help matters that her hair is ocean-colored. Being a mermaid doesn't help Fred when she works at the New England Aquarium, but needless to say, it's there that she gets involved in something fishy. Weird levels of toxins have been found in the local water. A gorgeous marine biologist wants her help investigating. So her mayor person ruler, the High Prince of the Black Sea, you'd think it would be easy for a mermaid to get to the bottom of things. Think again. That's book 1. Book 2. It's not normal for a mermaid to hate being out in open water, but Fred never claimed to be normal. To visit the undersea realm of Alta, the High Prince, and the rest of the royal mer family, she has to fin it to Cayman Islands. Luckily, Herky, marine biologist, is along for the swim. In his custom-made underwater RV, he is able to explore where no outlander has gone before, and give Fred a place to escape when the undersea folks start getting on her nerves. And then we'll do the Fish Out of Water, book the third book, the final one in that trilogy. It would be tough for Frederica Brim's life to get any more complicated, but with her luck, watch out. Now that the undersea folk have revealed themselves to the world, Fred has become the PR intermediary for King Meekum and her almost fiancé, Prince Arthur. Fred doesn't want to be a media spotlight, so to her temper is quite vulnerable and her life is complicated. And the return of Dr. Thomas Pearson, who still get her heart thumping. Ooh. Okay. Zen and the Art of Vampires, Kate McAllister, 4.5 stars. Talk about Murphy's Law. For this poor heroine, things go just about wacky to worse in MacArthur's Dark Ones novel, just as if she were writing an old-time serial movie. McAllister likes to pile on the offbeat adventure and leave enticing threads hanging for the next installment. Still single and with 40 looming, Pia Thompson is determined to have a romantic fling. A singles tour of Europe sounds like the ticket, but things get a little weird one night in Iceland. Pia is mistaken for someone called Zora when she winds up with a light-producing moonstone. Suddenly, some weird Brotherhood of the Blessed Light group wants her to marry their sacristan, and various ghosts call her their reaper and expect her to take them to some place called Oshie. Then there's the handsome but extremely surly Dark One, Kristoff, who wants revenge on the Brotherhood. To prevent Priya from gaining her full powers, Kristoff forces her into marriage. Can Priya's unusual mundane life get any more complicated? Why did I have... One silent night, and we will do the Dark Hunters. Machiavellian Stryker has been a fascinating character from the beginning, one who occasionally shows flashes of humanity. In this Dark Hunter novel about two anti-heroes, the romance is more of a secondary plot point than in previous books. It's a less typical paranormal romance and more of a gritty thriller with a pair of true anti-heroes facing their emotional past. 4.5 stars. With his hatred for Ashran and Nick Gautier binding him to the dangers of his actions cursed, Damon Stryker unleashes the imprisoned Titan God War with the proviso that his enemies be killed. Fearing for Ash's life, Artemis unleashes her own weapon, Stryker's long-presumed dead wife, Saphira. Saphira has thirsted for revenge against the man who abandoned her and her daughter Medea, so she leaps at the chance to torment her ex. Stryker is stunned by the revelation that he has a warrior daughter. As War makes his first attempt to annihilate Ash and Nick, it initiates a chain of revelations that will rock the god Damon, Dark Hunter, and the human worlds. I love these books. Oh. And I can read these. I had so many of these back in the day. I don't know why I get rid of them. On the Prowl. Karen McKinney. Round 2 of the offbeat first-person tales of an urban werewolf series throws this game heroine headfirst into more trouble. Sophie's struggles led to humorous yet slightly scary scenarios, and McKinney's storytelling ability ensures that readers will be clamoring for round 3. Austin werewolf Sophie Gribber, planned to stay under the radar of the Houston werewolf pack, suffers a severe blow when she receives a summons to appear before them. As of late, things have been going well. Her witch mom is no longer suspected of murder, and Sophie has made partner at a prestigious accounting firm by landing a significant new client, Mark Sidney. Plus, Sophie's boyfriend Heath may have made a special jewelry purchase. Things get complicated when to placate the hostile Houston pack, Sophie must play spy to see what's going on with the San Antonio werewolf population. But it doesn't take long for Sophie to realize she's out of her depth and something seriously strange is going on. She also begins to suspect that there's more to Super Sexy Mark than meets the eye. Dana Black, Devil Dew, 4.5 stars. Lines across and ethics are quite blurry in Black's terrific demon-based series. Viewing events through Morgan's eyes keeps her emotional turmoil and grave misgivings front and center. All of these characters are deeply flawed but intensely intriguing. Demon exorcist Morgan Kingsley is still coming to grips with the necessity of hiding Lou, the demon king within her. Trust is a huge issue for Morgan, but if they're going to restore Lou to his throne, Morgan must learn to let Lou take control during waking hours. When a mother begs Morgan for help with her son, she has become a demon host. Morgan realizes she has stumbled into something much bigger than illegal demon possession. Meanwhile, Lou makes a decision. If he's going to win his fight against the Dougal, he'll need to set up a court on the mortal plane, which may require unpleasant sacrifices. Savannah Ruth, 4 stars. Rising star Ruth takes a break from her vampires to explore other elements of supernatural within an eerie, chilling new series. Sisterhood of the Sight exploits of 4 unique women will be charted as they face otherworldly dangers. Pulled from her embassy post in Iraq, Foreign Service Specialist Sam Chase is given little choice in her new assignment, working for the CIA as part of a classified government team made up of women with very special talents from childhood. Sam has seen visions and a guardian angel voice that warns her of impending danger. Sam's first assignment is to work with psychic non-believer Lance Bear, Rutledge of the DoD, as they investigate a horrific grave robbing at Arlington Cemetery. Her new team, voodoo priestess Rena Martis, warns that stolen bodies may have been turned into zombies. If that's true, why are these particular soldiers chosen and for what purpose? Interesting. And I think that's it. Never did find life. Mystery. Oh, there it is. Sci-fi. No, it's not listed there. I don't know why I pulled this book. I don't think it's in paranormal. I have no idea why I pulled this book. Unless it's in, oh, romance. Okay. Let's just look. Let me see if it's here. I don't know why I pulled it. I don't know. It's not here. But I did want to. I don't understand why I pulled this one. It's not there. It's not there. Definitely not there. I don't know why I pulled this. It does say 2008 though. Okay, well, this has gone on a really long time. I hope you stuck with it the whole time. I hope you enjoyed this magazine as much as I do. Would you believe? And I'll here. Let me do one more for here. Nora Roberts, my J.D. Robb alter ego, The Pagan Stone. The final reckoning approaches in the Sign of the Seven trilogy as Roberts' group of 6 protagonists confront the true face of evil. Although the odds are against them, this band of friends and lovers has strengthened and grown over the course of this series. While different books have focused on different sets of couples and all the characters have developed and come into clearer focus, terror, blood, fire, and death ensure that the story ends with a world-class bang. As the ominous July date grows closer, Gage, Fox, Caleb, Quinn, Layla, and Sybil increase their research on how to permanently stop the demon Twissy from tormenting Hawkins Hollow. The clues they need may be in their dreams and evidence. Although the others have paired off and found love, Gage and Sybil won't let go of their independent and self-sufficient lifestyles. Joining their precognitive powers is necessary and yet disturbingly intimate as Twissy escalates his brutal psychological and physical attacks. Oh, fear that we're getting from Kim Harrison coming up here. Is she in here? She's not in here. If I had seen her. No. Okay, I just wanted to mention the Harlequins one more time. Look at all those books. Look at all those books they reviewed. Harlequin. Once Upon a Christmas by Holly Jacobs brings readers back to the adventures of the Erie Elementary PTA School Planning Committee. Once again, Jacobs satisfies with a smooth story about a woman who wears more hats than simply mother and girlfriend. 4 stars. And we've also got, oh, I didn't see this one in here. Let me just look. No, they didn't review it. We'll just show it. Because I'll probably talk about it. I think I have this one. I was a very Stone Creek fan. Linda Hale Miller. But we also have Allure, Sexual. I used to have Lauren Dane Undercover. It's a FMM trio. Federation Subcommander Sarah Ayres has spent 2 years loathing Ash Walker, even as much as she still desires him. When he and his best friend, Commander Brad Pilla, require a third to join the covert team to uncover imperialist sympathizers, they enlist Sierra. Oh, there it is. Sorry. If I could figure out how to get rid of all my ink of these, I would. There it is. I don't have it anymore though. If I could figure out how to get rid of all the ink, I would. I did a lot of that back then. And the conventions. Oh, these were awesome. But anyways, we've gone on to way too long. So this is going to take about 15, 16, 17 hours to upload. But have a good day, and please hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Star Trek Fridays, the If Then Fridays, and of course Flashback Monday, and of course the daily book reviews. We are doing Jana de Leon. Got those birthday presents to go through. Have a good one.